Previously on Reversing the Roles.
Ma, salam. You are new here, right? We've seen you in our 10th grade classes.
Yeah. Chesmuk? You speak Arabic? No, not yet, but I'm going to start learning soon. What is your name? Safiyya?
I am Batul, and this is Huda. Where are you from, Safiyya?
From South Africa.
How come they don't make dua after salah?
Different madhab, I guess.
Yep, must be very different. I even saw so many women walking in when I got here.
They have the women's section in the back, so lots of them come and pray salah at the masjid. Oh, come on, Hans. We are almost home. Mom's waiting for us for lunch. She sent a message. It's just to cross this road and... Ya Allah!
Hanzala is standing rooted to the spot halfway across the busy intersection. A truck coming straight at him, screaming for Ziyad. Ziyad watches in horror as the truck comes closer.
Hanzala, get out of the way!
Ziyad closes his eyes and silently makes a dua, begging Allah to save his only son from being knocked over by the truck. Suddenly, as he opens his eyes again, he sees the truck veering to the right at the last moment, passing just inches in front of Hanzala.
واحتفل بالمودة إنما العمر مدة بلغ الخير قصدك دائما وارضي ربك.
Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam has said, Allah Ta'ala will forgive a person's sins because of his patience each time he feels some fatigue, illness, worry and any other difficulty, even though it be a prick of a thorn. Bukhari. The Osman family have had a quiet and subdued weekend at home. After Hanzala's near-death experience, Raisa and Safiyya were visibly shaken when they heard of the incident, and Ziyad could not help but blame himself for not warning Hanzala about the busy roads in Dubai. But it is Hanzala himself who is the calmest, even though he was the one who experienced the ordeal of almost being knocked down by an 18-wheeler truck. They are all grateful that it did not result in a serious accident where Hanzala could have lost his life. Raisa is spurred on by the incident to make up a list of emergency numbers and set it on all their phones. The following Monday, Safiyya develops a stomach ache and Ziyad mistakes an Uber to fetch her early from school.
Did your stomach just start hurting suddenly? Saf, you don't usually suffer with stomach pain.
I don't know. It was fine this morning, but then...
Maybe it's something you ate, my dear.
I don't think so, Dad. We ate all our meals at home this weekend. Nobody was in the mood to go out after poor Hans.
Shukr, at least he didn't get knocked down, nah. When I saw him standing there in the middle of the road, ya Allah, it was a frightening experience. Something like that would never happen back home.
That's cause back home, Hanzala would never be crossing a busy street in the middle of Joburg city center. It's way too dangerous to even go into town. At least here, we don't have to worry about our safety.
True. But maybe it's the stress of Hanzala almost getting knocked that brought on your tummy ache.
No, Daddy. That's not it. Actually,
It's what? What is it? You can tell me, Safiyya.
It's these two girls at school. They always after me, you know.
After you? What do you mean, Saf?
Just the usual. You know, they make fun of my accent and they try to bully me into going to the cafeteria with them, even though I don't really want to.
But why not? Isn't that how you make friends?
I don't need friends like them. Besides, Dad, you make me lunch every day, so I don't need to buy food. And plus, it's really expensive.
Saf, I'm sorry. I didn't realize. We'll up your allowance, then you'll be able to make some friends and join them in the cafeteria then.
No, Daddy. It's not that I want to hang out with them. They're not the type I want to be friends with. Today, they even made fun of Mommy being a teacher at the school. They said that they're sure that if anyone is mean to me, I'll go straight to Mommy and spy them out.
No. That's terrible. You don't need friends like that.
Exactly. But still, it's lonely without friends.
Don't cry, Saf. Wait, I'll tell you what we'll do. Since you are out early today, let me take you to Ski Dubai at the mall. It will take your mind off all your troubles.
Just you and me, Daddy? But what will Mommy say? And Hans will be so upset when he hears that we went without him.
Chill, Saf. It's not such a big deal. We just won't tell them that we went, okay?
A couple of days later, Ziyad speaks to Aisha Ma on the phone while Raisa and the kids are at school, updating his mother about his new life. Aisha Ma is concerned that her son still hasn't found a job in Dubai.
Hello?
Ziyad, you sound like you're sleeping. What are you doing sleeping at this time?
Ma, give me a break. Toto is even starting to sound like me.
What you expect, Bachu? Mutta is staying with me. How? He must sound like me. No, tell me. How is my Safiyya and my Hanzala?
Yeah, okay, Mommy. I was just taking a nap because I'm up from so early this morning, making the kids and Raisa's lunches. I don't even get to sleep after Fajr, Ma.
But Bachu, you never used to sleep after Fajr. I never raised you to sleep till so late. Here it is 9 o'clock, so it's already 11 o'clock in Dubai.
Oh, Ma, don't lecture. I got up early and made lunch for Aisha and the kids. I even packed the dishwasher and mopped the apartment, Ma. I'm just having a little nap now, Ma, before I go to the mall for lunch.
The mall for lunch? Didn't that wife of yours cook you something before she left? You know, yesterday I was making your favorite meal, a pot of biryani, and I was thinking how you used to love my biryani, how you used to come eat it whenever I used to make. Raisa could never get it right. I even gave her the recipe, but you always said mine was the best.
You are right, Ma. No one can make chicken biryani like you do. Mommy, Raisa leaves by 7, Ma, and she does prepare some meals over the weekend that I can heat up and eat for lunch. But sometimes I get bored, Ma, so I take a walk to the mall. It's quite close to us, and there's always something going on here, Ma, so we never get bored.
Arey, Bachu, what you worried about getting bored? Rather you find a job, then you'll never be bored. Dwata, can't you see I'm talking on the phone?
Ma, I was going to apply for a job as a packer at the mall. They pay quite well here and
A packer? You mean like a grocery packer, packing all the things into packets? Arey, Ziyad, you're going to bring shame to your poor maroon father's name. What if someone you know walked in while you were packing groceries? What would they say, huh?
Relax, Ma. I didn't take it. Actually, I did have a proper job offer.
Oh, alhamdulillah. As what?
An Uber driver?
Uber. Like a taxi driver, you mean? Arey, Bachu, that's not much better than a packer. But I suppose it is better than sitting at home and cleaning your people's flat, ne? Can't you get someone to do that there?
I told you, the price of maids is exorbitant in Dubai. Plus, they charge hourly, ma. So instead of paying someone to clean the apartment, Raisa and I have decided we'll do it ourselves, ma.
More like Raisa decided that you have to do it, Ziyad. Phew. Anyway, Hahooma says that it's different times we're living in now. We must keep up with the changes. Wait, you must listen to this voice note she sent me. Hold on, I'll put it on. Hanzala showed me how.
Hey, Aisha, you know the other day you were telling me about your Ziyad staying at home there in Dubai? Anyway, remember my daughter-in-law Faye? You know her? She's an influencer on Instagram there in Dubai. She phoned me last week out of the blue. You know, we hardly talk now that she's that side. Anyway, she was telling me it's common thing nowadays. The men stay at home and the women work. She said it's, what's that word again? Trending. Yeah, trending for the men to be house husbands. You know, we have to keep up with all these things, Aisha. Otherwise, we'll get left behind. And you know the children nowadays, how they are, where they listen to us. But we must listen to them. So there's nothing wrong if your Ziyad is doing little housework. Don't kill him. Marini jahe. He learned something. Our marhum husbands never learned. Allah Pak fill their qabr with noor.
For once, Mummy, Hahooma is right. And besides, it's not a permanent setup. It's just until I find something in my field, ma. Although with AI, I doubt I'll be employable for much longer.
AI? What's that, Bachu?
Nothing you have to worry about, ma. It's just a tool that can take over your job for you. But don't worry, ma. Even AI won't be able to make biryani the way you do. Anyway, ma, I have to go now.
Back to the mall, ne, Ziyad?
One of the biggest challenges for immigrants is when a loved one in their homeland passes away and they are unable to make the trip back home to attend the mayyit. Amr bin Hazm radiallahu an narrates from his father, who narrates from his grandfather, that Sayyidina Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam said something to the effect, there is no believer who consoles his brother at the time of a calamity, but that Allah Ta'ala will clothe him with noble garments on the day of Qiyamah. Ibn Majah. After the passing of her mother, Sabha takes into consideration the time difference and the long flight to Chicago and makes the decision for her family not to attend the funeral in person. At the time of the funeral, Mansoor, Sabha, Rumana and Amir sit on the fancy sofa in their spacious lounge and live stream the mayyit of Sabha's mother on their big screen TV. They watch the janazah lying on the floor of the lounge in Sabha's parents' home as people come to pay their last respects and attend the mayyit. The janazah is completely covered, with even the face closed, as per Sabha's request. Friends and family are seated around the body, some gazing at the mayyit, some whispering, others discreetly checking their phones, and a few reciting Surah Yasin loudly.
This is so unreal.
Ummi, we should have gone for Nani's mayyat. Now we'll never see her again.
Amir, we explained to you why we couldn't go.
Mama, are you all right? Do you think we should have gone to Chicago?
No, I don't know, Romana. I think it's better we watch the mayyat from here. I wouldn't have been able to.
Shh, Sabah, don't cry.
Don't cry, Ammi. Let's all rather pray.
The family pick up their Surah Yasin and start to recite along with those in Chicago who are gathered around the mayyit. In a little while, Sabha's father enters the room with some of her mother's nephews and brothers, and they join in the recitation before lifting the janaza and heading towards the qabristan in the hearse. Sabha, who has been so composed up until now, suddenly breaks down and starts to sob.
وجعلنا من بين أيديهم سدا ومن خلفهم سدا
Shh, Mama, don't cry. It's going to be all right.
Don't cry, Umi. Nani is going to Jannah now, and she won't suffer anymore.
I know, but it's so hard.
Sabah, I'm going to stop streaming until the hearse reaches the qabristan. But maybe we shouldn't watch anymore. I mean, if it's upsetting you so much.
Abba's right, Mama. This is too tough for you.
No, I really want to see my mama. We're leaving, and I couldn't be there to say goodbye to her. This is the least I can do.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Sabah. It's okay if you don't watch this.
No. I must do this.
Mama, go and rest for a bit. We'll call you when we put it back on again.
An hour later, feeling emotionally drained, Sabha and her husband and children are once more seated in front of the television screen, this time watching the scene at the qabristan. Sabha is feeling a little calmer now, and she cries silently as she watches her mother being lowered into the qabr. The women stand on one side while the men gather around the open pit, and her father throws a few handfuls of sand into the qabr, with other family members following suit.
Subhanallah, what a scary thing.
Yeah, just imagine. That's gonna be us someday.
That's deep, Amir. Umi, there are so many people at this mayyit. Are they all your family?
They are all Ummi's family, and some of them are mine as well. Because Ummi's dad and my dad are first cousins.
Yes, I remember you told us that the other day. It must be so weird being married to your cousin, hey, Abba?
Technically, they're all like second or third cousins. Even Amir. Oh, hey, isn't that Samia Kala? Wow, she's gone so old. And that's Misty, right? I remember when she came to visit us here.
Mansoor, is that?
Ami?
Sabah, what's wrong? Are you alright?
Umi, you look like you've seen a ghost.
Sabha is in shock. She has indeed seen a ghost from her past. Standing at the graveside of her mother, throwing sand into the qabr, is her ex-husband, Rumana's father.
All you have to do is simply find out in our next episode of Reversing the Roles, a Radio Islam International production.
صمتا أصيخي واسمعي يا أمتي